Okay, phase one practice. If you got the roots to be 48 and negative 16, chances are you did a fabulous job. If you didn't get those, then it's time for us to kind of take a look and see what we need to see to get it figured out. So your practice problem looked like this. It was x squared minus 32x equals 768. Okay, so it's in the correct format already. It's ax squared plus bx equals c. So that's ready to rock. What we're going to do is we're going to take half of our b. So we're going to do negative 32 divided by 2. That's going to give me negative 16. All right, and then we're going to square it. It's important that you know that you have to square it. Negative 16 times negative 16 is positive 256. And on that side, I'm going to get 768 plus 256. You got to add the same amount to both sides to keep the equation equivalent. All right, now we're ready to actually complete this square. So the value that we took that was half of was negative 16. So we're going to put negative 16 here. This is our square. We completed the square. This one we have to do 768 plus 256. That's 1024. And now what we're going to do is we're going to move to the square root method. So hopefully you got this far. Let's see what you did with the square roots. We're going to square root both sides. And we're square rooting because we need to get rid of the squared. So obviously the inverse of a square is a square root. We're going to bring down x minus 16. We need our plus and minus because when we take the square root of something, it's got to have two values, a positive and a negative. And the square root of 1024 is 32. So now we're ready to split into two different equations. X minus 16 equals positive 32 and x minus 16 equals negative 32. We're going to add 16 to both sides of equals. This is where your 48 comes from, positive 48. And when I add 16 to the other side, you get negative 16. So again, our roots, our solutions, our zeros, our x-intercepts, they're all the same stinking thing. This is your final solution. Phase one complete. Let's move on to phase two, where they get a little bit more difficult.